Jenny, it's snowing!" shouted Tom, helping his little sister get dressed. Jenny ran to the window and froze. Outside, white fluffy snowflakes were falling, twirling in the air like tiny dancers in a magical ballet. "They're all different," she whispered, "and they're all so beautiful." The children couldn't wait. They ran outside and immediately began building a huge snowman. The snow crunched perfectly under their feet and formed soft, almost magic-like balls in their hands. They laughed, threw snowballs, and were so absorbed in the fun they didn't even notice the houses they passed. The next day at school, their teacher, Miss Wright, had a special lesson planned all about snow. "Children, how much snow do you think fell today?" she asked. The class was silent. Nobody knew. So, Miss Wright sent Ralph outside with a big ruler. He came back and announced, 7.5 centimeters of snow. "Did you know," smiled the teacher, "that about 10 centimeters of snow equals 1 centimeter of rain? But it depends on the type of snow, whether it's fluffy or compacted." "And what's the difference between snow and hail?" asked a curious student named Betty. "Both are frozen water," Miss Wright began. "But hail is little round ice balls that fall from the sky after rain. Sometimes they can be huge, even the size of a tennis ball." "Wow, that could be dangerous," exclaimed Robert. "Yes, but huge hail is very rare," the teacher reassured him. "Snowflakes form in a completely different way. Water vapor in very cold clouds freezes, creating six-sided crystals, and every single one has a unique pattern." "Never repeats?" Jenny asked in awe. "Never," smiled Miss Wright. "Scientists have examined hundreds of thousands of snowflakes and haven't found two that are exactly alike." She pulled out photographs of snowflakes taken under a microscope. Each one looked like a tiny, magical piece of art. "How beautiful!" gasped Jenny, her eyes shining with wonder. "Now let's try to see real snowflakes under our school microscope," suggested Betty. The children carefully caught snowflakes and placed them on the microscope slide. They melted almost instantly, but the kids didn't give up. They opened the window, letting the cold air in, and tried again. "Hold your breath," commanded Ralph. And then, through the lens, they saw them. Tiny, intricate crystals joined in magical patterns, each one unique. A real winter miracle right before their eyes. "Snow is good for the earth too," continued Miss Wright. "It keeps the soil warm, like a cozy blanket. That's also why trees drop their leaves. If the leaves stayed, the sap inside the branches could freeze and cause a tree to crack. Our old oak tree cracked from frost 2 years ago," recalled Peter. After school, Tom and Jenny ran home to finish their snowman. The next day, Peter noticed frost ferns on his windows. Tiny, beautiful ice crystals formed from the cold air. "How wonderful!" said Jenny excitedly. "Can God see all these little crystals?" "Of course," said Tom. "He sees every single pattern, every snowflake." "Snow and frost are God's little miracles," their mom said, joining the conversation. "But the greatest miracle of all is that Jesus was born to save us." The children opened the Bible and read from Psalm 147. "He gives snow like wool. He scatters frost like ashes. He hurls his hailstones. Who can withstand his cold?" And then from Isaiah, "Though your sins are like scarlet, they shall be as white as snow." The children understood. The snow, the hail, the rain, the wind, all of it are gifts from God. but his love is the greatest gift of all. Thanks for watching our story today. We hope it brought a little warmth and wonder to your day. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories like this one. See you next time.